We want parents and caregivers to know that there are resources for them, and we want to encourage them to reach out and ask for help.
This is a Tioga County COVID-19 Task Force update. I'm Jim Nobles. With Pennsylvania rising to the fourth most infected state in the nation, this past week there has been a flurry of activity at the state level regarding COVID-19. Locally, Tioga County is continuing to hold our own with regards to keeping our positive cases at a manageable level. We all need to do our part, both locally and as Pennsylvanians, to control the spread of this virus. As everyone is aware, on Wednesday, April 15th, Governor Wolf and Health Secretary Levine signed an order protecting essential workers at businesses operating during the COVID-19 emergency. This order became enforceable effective at 8 p.m. Sunday, April 19th. The task force wants to remind everyone that you are now required to wear a mask if you are leaving your home and visiting a business that is open during the COVID crisis. But rather than focus on the enforcement of this order, the task force prefers to focus on positive reinforcement. Please do the right thing. Protect your family, protect your friends, protect your neighbors, and wear a mask if you must leave your home. In addition to the order protecting the essential businesses, on Monday, April 20th, the governor extended the stay-at-home order for all Pennsylvanians until May 8th. The task force understands how challenging this is with the stress associated with staying at home for this long. We are social creatures and not built to stay isolated for this long, but it is necessary to stop or slow the spread of this horrific disease. Because COVID-19 is a virus, we naturally turn our focus toward the medical effects of the disease. With everyone isolated in their homes for the past several weeks, there are other effects this virus is having on Tioga County. For more on that, we welcome Nancy Clemens, Administrator for the Tioga Department of Human Services. Nancy, what can you tell us about the effects COVID-19 is having on Tioga County?
Thanks, Jim. This is an unprecedented time of anxiety, uncertainty, frustration, and sometimes fear. Despite this, referrals to both Childline and local police are down drastically. We'd all like to believe that to mean that incidents of child abuse and neglect and domestic violence have been greatly reduced, but we know that isn't realistic. What we are experiencing through stay-at-home mandates is a significant reduction in the number of people in a child's life who can put eyes on them and assess their safety and well-being. Parents and caregivers have had their lives turned upside down, and it is natural for them to be feeling overwhelmed. Likewise, children's lives have been turned upside down, which can often result in their acting out in ways that can only increase a caregiver's anxiety. Our concern is that families may reach their own boiling points and that neglect and violence can be the outcome. We want parents and caregivers to know that there are resources for them, and we want to encourage them to reach out and ask for help.
So Nancy, if someone finds himself more stressed than usual, what resources are available and what can Tioga County residents do to help?
I want to encourage parents and caregivers to reach out to their families and friends. It's okay to admit that you're struggling, and often just putting a voice to your anxiety can lessen it. If folks need information about local resources for things like mental health, drugs and alcohol, domestic violence, or other community-type resources, they can call 211, or they can search the Tioga County Partnership for Community Health Resource Directory at www.tiogacountypartnership.org. Lastly, children are still able to use the Safe to Say app that they were provided with by their schools, and they can share information about their own safety and well-being. I welcome anyone to reach out to the Department of Human Services at 570-724-5766 for more information. Finally, friends, family, and neighbors need to check in on each other. If there's a child in your life who is not in your home, check in with them, check in on them. If you see something or you hear something, please say something. Childline remains active both online at www.keepkidssafe.pa.gov and via telephone at 1-800-932-0313.
Nancy, that's a lot of great information, and we'll make sure we get those numbers and websites published on our task force Facebook page as well. What's the key takeaway you'd like everyone in Tioga County to know?
There is no shame in reaching out and asking for a little help. This time is scary and challenging for everyone, but we need people to know that they are not alone in this. Whether they need help feeding their families or someone to listen as they work through their anxiety and their stress, help is always available for those who need it.
Nancy, thank you so much for all that information, and thank you for everything that you and your amazing team are doing to protect our county from the hidden effects of this virus. As we've always stated, community means everyone, and here in Tioga County, the community is pulling together in ways we could have never imagined. But some may need a little more help than others, and that's what being a good neighbor is all about. Be there for anyone in need. Extend some neighborly love, and together we will beat this horrible virus, both the medical disease and the hidden effects that it's having on our residents. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, and the task force has been discussing how we can return to some degree of normalcy in Tioga County. But for now, we still need your help to control the spread of this virus. Stay home, stay masked if you must go out, stay healthy, and wash your hands.
Life-changing medicine is not only medical treatment or surgical treatment, but giving patients hope.
UPMC brings so much to the table. They're just a comprehensive visionary system.
UPMC is innovative and always on the cutting edge of technology.
Defining not only healthcare, but health.
Its expertise, its focus on patients and what is best for patients.
As UPMC, we're able to elevate the standard of care. Just a wonderful opportunity.